Now, remember the pillowcase is like a rectangle, a long rectangle that's gonna wrap around the pillow. So the first thing you're gonna do is finish the seams, the edges on the most narrow part of it. And how do you do this? You can do a simple rolled hem, which is fine with me. So for beginners, I suggest you just do like an inch seam all the way across. The seam is gonna serve as a guide to where your hem should be, and it also makes it easier for you to fold the rolled hem. Okay, get your threads and then do the other side. 1 inch. 1 inch is from the needle to this marking. Okay, and make sure your threads are towards the back of the presser foot, in the middle of the presser foot. Hold your threads so that the needle won't get, so that the thread won't go out of the needle hole. Continue. Now, one side of finish the edge, you fold it, the raw edge to where the seam is, okay? Right there. And then you fold again. That's a rolled hem. Double roll. So as you go, fold the raw edge to that seam line, and then you fold again, and then as you can see, the seam that we just made, it kind of helps you fold the fabric more easily, and then you stitch as close as you can to the edge. Now with practice you can get closer, but if it's not, do not worry about it, as long as all the fabric is caught in the seam. And you adjust it as you go. Okay. To the seam, fold, and fold again. To the seam. Do a little piece at a time. There is the rolled hem, 1/2 inch. Now the other side, you do the same thing. Fold to the seam, and fold again. Lift the presser foot, and put the fabric like right in front of where the needle is. And go. And don't pull on the fabric and don't push it, just guide it. If you feel more comfortable, you could also pin your folds that. Fold and pin. Okay, and as you get close to the pin, you want to take it out. And push the fabric in there as you get closer. Take it out. Press down here. Okay, and you remember to use this thread cutter because it's the perfect length. That way when you start sewing your next seam, the thread is long enough and it's not going to come out of the needle. All right, next step is making the shape like an envelope. So we're going to fold right sides together. Okay. Now, I already marked my fabric as to the overlap. And I marked, you're gonna, okay, so first you make the right sides together, right? And then you're gonna mark the overlap, which I put right here at 4 inches. Okay, that should be 4 inches. So I want it right here. And then this one is gonna go over this one, like that. We should baste it, especially if you don't have the practice. It's good to baste. But I am just gonna pin because I have the experience of maneuvering fabrics. Okay. On the other side. You know what? You pin, make sure you get all the folds and line them up. There. Cut these threads as you see them. Now, notice here, these are lined up. Over here, I did not do it. So you need to be careful. Make sure these things line up. Okay? All right. Now we just do a straight seam along the edges. Half an inch. I use the 5/8. I like 5/8. Just get used to the 5/8 because all the patterns have that same allowance. And then this, you're gonna finish with a zigzag or with a serger. Back, reverse right here. Corner. Over here, this other side. Remember to cut your threads. Reverse. Practicing is so straight. And then you can do the serger along the edge or zigzag, or just leave it. And you flip it over. And there's the pillowcase. Okay, now we'll make sure your corners are nice and square. Isn't that beautiful? I used a tiny pillow just for demonstration purposes, so why not? Then you stuff your pillow in here. Look how fast that was. And get the edge with had the widest overlap and put that over the pillow, and that is going to keep your pillow in place. Right there. And it's nice and snug because this satin that I got is this stretchy satin, which is beautiful because you don't want any wrinkles. Like, you know how some pillows, they have like the wrinkles like that, and those wrinkles then transfer to your face. So that's why I like the stretchy satin, because you don't have any wrinkles. And if at night your pillow gets flat and you want to flip it over like this, it'll be fluffy here and it will not be wrinkled here. It's very smooth to the touch, which is really good because your hair will get pulled, and when the hair gets pulled, that's when split-ends happen. And it's nice and secure in there. See? So this is the pillowcase for pillow night. Make as many as you can and see how many can you make and take home. If you can only make one, you take home one. If you make two, you take two. So sign up for the pillowcase.